Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial for the Out of Combat. It's another beginner's tutorial. Today we're going to be going over how to integrate the Out of Combat with the ALS kit. That's the Advanced Locomotion kit, and I already did it, so I'm just going to be showing you the how to real quick. So things you have to keep in mind when you're integrating these kits or similar kits like these are these points of interest, and basically you want to this is basically it. If it has crouch, then you want to do this. If it doesn't, that's it. So if you want to use the inputs from the ALS kit, then you need to do this. Just go into the the ALS kit where you copied it to your system, maybe from the Epic launcher, and you want to get these, and just copy and just paste them into your default input for the Out of Combat. Is basically what you want to do. Just go in there and just paste it in there. Where you would paste it would be just it should be like, I don't know, you could paste it like at the end of the action mappings, I believe. Yeah, you could paste it here. Just paste it here. No, that would suffice. So let's just get right into it. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible. So just to show you what I've already done, as you can see, we can move around normally. You can also hear the footsteps, but since you've already heard it and it's really loud, I'm just gonna go ahead and disable that. So you can move around, you can use all the things you can do in the ALS kits. You can run around, you sprint, you can crouch. The reason it's, you can see that it's because I haven't I didn't change the cameras yet, so that's why you can see this snap. You can just go on ahead and set it to use your camera, so you can jump up. In this project, I particularly set it to be able to jump up like with successive presses of the jump button. So that's why you're seeing this. Let's see, what else can you do? I mean, you can do basically everything you can do in the ALS kit, and you can also still attack, and defend, and do all this cool stuff you can do in the Out of Combat. Right, so let's go to the actual integration. So first thing you want to do is, when you bring in the Advanced Locomotion kit, apart from the input thing that I mentioned before, you want to go ahead and just go into the characters and just go into this and just retarget another skeleton. Now you will probably need to go into the mannequin. Go into the mannequin here. Open this up and get into the retarget manager. Add new. Select humanoid from here, and that should be it that you need to do here. So once you're done with the retargeting, retarget the actual skeleton itself, so you can get everything. The animation, blueprints, everything. You're not gonna get these two anyway. So once you're done with those, next you open up the mannequin again for the Out of Combat, of course. You come in here and you create the thigh, create a virtual bone for the thigh. You just do that. You come in here, select that, and then you open up the one for the ALS kit, and you just copy the coordinates, the location, rotation. You just copy those, respectively where they're supposed to be for both, right? And then after that, that's it for that. Next, you open up the mesh, the mannequin mesh. You open up the mesh for the Out of Combat, and you just scroll down. You get the physics asset for the ALS kit's mesh, and you set it for the out of combat mesh, and then you also get the post process animation blueprint that is used, which is this one, and you just set it there for the out of combat as well, and that should be that for that. So next thing I want to do is work on the character blueprint. So this is the base character blueprint for the ALS kit, and this is the child of that. So we're going to be making our base character blueprint for the out of combat ManBP a child of the base of the ELS kit. So basically we're just gonna make ManBP a child of the mannequin character, and we just do that really quickly by doing this, Reparent blueprint, and we just select mannequin character, right? And after that, we then come into the character movement and type in crouch, and we just set these to default to, you know, make sure it's like, you know, the way it is like this. Next after that is there's something I'm forgetting. Yes, we just come into the event begin play, click on that and click on add call to parent function, and you do that, and we just do the same thing for tick as well, and we have this, right? So that's all for this. So that's already like 75% of the work done. So for the rest of the 25%, it's between these two things: the out of combat's main animation blueprint, which is the ManABP-2, and the ALS kit's animation blueprint, main animation blueprint, which is this one, the mannequin ABP. So what you want to do with it is just there are two main graphs that you're going to need here. So you bring over here, you need to get the variables, the functions, and the macros from this mannequin animBP into the Mandrash. And you do that by, you don't just copy this first. You're going to copy this later, but you don't copy this first. You just you come in here, you know, you open this up, you copy this, like you copy it, and then you just come into the ManABP drash for the out of combat, and you create a function, and you set its name. You just copy paste the name, and then you open that up, and then you see something like this, you know. When you do it, this will probably be grayed out. These will also be grayed out. So you want to just click on that, copy this here, and then click on this in the out of combat's own graph, and then drag out from here and promote a variable. And then once you do that, you just copy paste the name that you copied from here of this, you know, and you do that for each, you know, variable. That's a lot of variables. All right, you can see the number of variables here, apart from ManBP, and is there. So you start from here and, you know, go all the way down. So that took like an hour. Of course, that is combined with, you know, doing creating all the functions as well, and also creating the macros, you know, and that is also including I don't know, I'm so like tired right now. Sorry, like my head is just like spacing out. Okay, so yeah, so once you're done with those, you just go on ahead and click come in here and refresh all nodes, and then okay, you want to also come in here and then finally grab these things, and don't grab this one, don't grab this because we already have it in the other in here, and we just come to the event graph and we paste it here, and then you're going to see that this is here normally. So you just create a custom event, and that is what we have here, and of course you create a custom input for it, float. We do this here like this, you just put it here, and then you just call the function here, right? And then this one, you know, you just basically do this, you create a route node in here, do that, and you do this and you do that, right? So I think once you you know, copy this once you paste this in here by itself, these things also have like their own, variables that would need to be, that you need to do the whole, rinse and repeat thing for, where you promote these two variables and you paste the names in there. So you do that for those, and after that, after those are done, you then, refresh all nodes and compile if you need to again, and save. And that is it for the event graph. Next thing you want to do is just come into the animation graph, copy this and paste it here. That's it. And you just want to copy the body and put it here as well. And that is everything that you need to do. By the time you're done with these, you will be able to play. Okay, just one more thing. You need to also set some things, like you need to set these guys. You need to set these guys. So they'll be here, like all of these guys, all the animation references. You need to set them by simply, just click on one of them, click on the get this reference in the browse to where it is in the content browser, and then you just set, you click on the corresponding one here and you just set it, right? That's it. And then you also do the same thing for the flail alpha curve and the land alpha curve, right? So once those are done, you're pretty much set, and you should be able to do everything that you want to do. So that is the entire integration process, if I remember correctly, unless I'm forgetting something. Just to go over it again, you reparent one to the other, you retarget the skeleton, and you copy the functions, you refresh the nodes, you do that, you assign the assets where needed, you call the parent functions, you enable crouch, and you do this if you need to do it. So you need to, assign a physics asset, or you need to do it, and you need to create those virtual bones in here, and also retarget the skeleton to the out of combat skeleton. You need to copy the events and animation graphs from the animation blueprint, the functions, the variables, the macros, and also the graphs themselves into the out of combat, and also refresh the nodes, of course. Then the ELS kit doesn't have the game instance, controller, player controller, so you don't need to worry about those, but you do need to reparent, like make manVP a child of the mannequin blueprint, and also make sure that you enable crouch. And once you're done with those, you'll be able to do everything you want to do in here. So thank you for watching. Remember, if you have a tutorial request or something, just drop by my channel, The Art of Combat. You can also reach me on Skype at IBMAXX1. Alright, so okay, I also got, I think I kind of promised to do the Frank's animation integration tutorial. Okay, I just closed the Art of Combat, and funny enough, this is actually even using the Frank's animation kit. Okay, I was saying something about joining us there on the Discord. So just click on this link here on the product page. I think you can also click on this one, I believe. But just this is the more recent one. You can click on this to get to the Drago server, and then you come into this channel to just submit your question, your tutorial, something that you want me to do for you in terms of a tutorial or something here, right? So to get to this, the Frank animation kit, it's basically the same way. You just just simple as like just import, go into the the Epic Games launcher and drag in your animations. It could be anyone, I don't know, just bring in something like add to project, add it to the project, and once you do that, you'll see it here. Then next thing you want to do is just retarget. So come into the skeleton mesh, and you click on this. You do the same thing that I said before for the out of combat. Give me a second. You do the same thing that I said for. Give me a second. Sorry about that. There's no way to pause this recording. So, right. So for the Frank animation tutorial thing, you just retarget to another skeleton, just like I showed for the ELS kit, and you know, you just I should probably have mentioned when you do this for the Frank animation kit, you make sure you allow remapping to existing assets, as well as for the ELS kit as well, so that you still retain all your assets and you don't have like duplicate things and you still have the notifiers and everything. So once you do that, it means basically you can now use all the animations for your add new. Make sure it's the add new skeleton anyway. Make sure it's the add new skeleton, and if your skeleton doesn't have, like I said before, if it doesn't have, if you can't see a skeleton in there, just make sure you come in here and you come into Retarget Manager, add new. You come into this place, you make sure it's humanoid, and that's it, and you should be able to retarget. So you'll be able to use, or see that you can use all the animations and everything that are supposed to be in here. You'll be able to use everything just like that. To actually make it, like useful and everything, you can go on ahead and add. You can create montages. Make sure you set the slots right. You can create montages. You can use the notifiers that are in the out of combat. You can create new notifiers, and you can also just come into your character. If you like, just really want to test stuff out real quick here, you can just come into the RPG component and just set the montages you would like, maybe in the heavy or light attacks, or light attacks. Just set those, and how you would like them, just like I did here. Or you can actually do it within the blueprint itself, right? Okay, if you need to see that, that's open the blueprint and you just do that there. That's all right. So that is basically how you would do it. Like, you just set your montages there, right? And that is it. You have something beautiful working. If okay, you might also want to just make sure that, if you're going to be using these animations in particular, I think you might want to, I don't know, it depends on, I'm assuming that you want to like maybe bring in something like this, maybe a weapons kit or something, in which case you're gonna have like weapons, right? And if that's the case, then you will probably want to okay, let me just make a tutorial for that real quick. So you bring in the light blades pack, for example, and you want to affix it to your character and all that. So you just click on the character, into the skeleton, come in here, and you just click on the hand, for example, and you add socket. You add a socket, and you can see something like this. And you just then bring in the preview of the assets that you want to see and visualize, maybe the katana or something, and you put it on there and you just position it correctly. And once that is done, you go into the character blueprint and just, I could have just clicked on that and just the reason you're not seeing it here is because I actually created a child of this guy, so of the man BP, and used it on it. So you just on the mesh, you add a component, you add a skeleton mesh, and you'll see something, and you just rename it to what you want. And then once that is done, you set the mesh, and you also set the parent socket to what you tweaked on the skeleton, and that is it. And the thing is, what actually like checks for damage and all that is, at least for the out of combat, is, you know, this stuff, the what's it called, the right hand, like the capsules. Those are the things that actually like check for damage. So where is this? Should be, yeah. So to match your weapon, you can go ahead and set it correctly. Hold on a second, let me see. To do that, I need to get this guy to stop moving. Right. Okay. Is that you not moving? Is he gonna stop now? Okay. So I'm not sure this is the best pose, but oh boy, let me just do what I need to do. Right, so you just, you know, click on the stuff, just try to make sure it's aligned to, this is, you know, like on the sword socket, so we probably want to change this to, where is it? Yeah, we want to change this. Okay, sorry. You can just I guess that's the good thing about this, you can just compile this and not worry about it. So just open this up in here. This is the man BP now. Is this guy still using? Okay, I'm just gonna come back in here and just set this to what it was. Compile that, go into the man BP, come in here and do this here. So just not to loop, and just, well, these things don't really disturb me, but just for your sanity, I guess I'll just set this to null. Okay, and that is that. Okay, maybe that one too, just, yeah. Okay, so right, so this is it. I'm just gonna set this to sword socket. I'm just gonna set it to right hand, to, you know, the same socket that I set the sword, the sword to, the katana, and I'm gonna set this one to the left hand. Okay, and of course, if we need to, you know, we can like alter the, I'm just gonna compile that. We can alter the transforms, you know, the location, the rotation, the scale, in fact, of course. Compile that, and then we're just going to the U1 BP right now and do some more minor tweaking, just real quick. Okay, so I'm just going, okay, I should probably have done this. Set this back to the way it was and compile. Okay, and now we're here, and this is, remember, this is just to align the damage capsule. Oh, look at that, it's automatically aligned. Oh, this one needs a bit of adjustment, but this is where I'm going to need you to stop moving again. I need you not to move. Accept. And you know what, I'm just gonna change it to like idle, frank, dual idle. Thank you. Don't loop, don't play that, just stay. Thank you. Okay, now I'm just gonna move you forward. Of course, you can make this a stand as you want, as whatever, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Right, that's good enough. Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna copy the copy that. I'm just gonna apply it to this, and because they're the same length. Then I'm just gonna move it forward just a bit. Okay, that works well. Looks good. Good. So that is basically it, right? And what I'm dealing with here, as you can see, the right hand weapon capsule and the left hand weapon capsule.